for second. Michael Votaw with the win. Now coming up next, 4 cars in the street stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Up next will be the factory stocks. Trey Votaw in the 716. Next to him, Brian Harcrow in the 10. Chase Ellison in the 39. And 225, Jeff Williams outside row 2. Tina Wilcoxon checking in. Let's go. 00M, Marion Brown, Sport Compacts. And 83, Jim Sutherland in the Sport Compacts. Tina, thank you for checking in via the email. Lights are out. Trey Votaw. Advanced Auto Parts Summer Showdown Series champion in the street stocks just a couple of weeks ago. Now he's on the pole for the weekly heat race. Lights are out. Pink tire, green flag, green light, off and running. 4-car shootout. Votaw, Harcrow, Chase Ellison, and Jeff Williams. Into 3, coming out of 4. Who's going to race past the first time by? Trey Votaw with the lead. Pulling Brian Harcrow with him. Harcrow gets up next to him in turn 2. Muscles his way right up next to him. Now they're in turn 3. Side by side, window to window racing. Harcrow goes by Votaw for the lead. Comes out of turn 4, your race leader. Votaw gets bumped way back there on that change of lead. Votaw off the pace all the way back to 4th and falling further back. Harcrow, Williams, Ellison, and Trey Votaw, who pulls it into the infield. Not sure if any of the contact that Brian Harcrow made with him did anything to the 716 Votaw machine, but hopefully he can go back there in the pit area, get it fixed up while everybody else is racing, and get ready for the main event. Brian Harcrow, nicely done right there in the 10 street stock. And again, single file racing with 3 cars out of 4 still out on the track. White flag goes up. Nathan Lavender doing his job up there in the flag stand on a weekly basis. Harcrow sees it in that all-white number 10 machine, pulling the other 2 cars with him. And that's who it's going to be, Brian Harcrow, coming across for the heat race win. Jeff Williams finishing up in second, Chase Ellison in third. Coming up next, the factory stocks will be coming out onto the track. Straight stock main event looks like this. 225, Jeff Williams on the pole. Robert Danielson next to him in the 87. Second row inside, the 39 of Chase Ellison, 76S, Cody Daniel next to him. Third row inside, Brian Harcrow in the 10. Joe Williams outside in the 32. And Charles Melvany in the 714 inside row 4. Trey Votaw next to him in the 729. Taking a look at the points for the street stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts, Trey Votaw has a 17-point lead coming into tonight. Trey's got 378 points. 17-point lead over Chase Ellison in the 39. He's back at 361. Third place in points, he's not here tonight, Darryl Rhodes in the 3D at 325. And fourth place, Charles Melvany. He's at 303. 75 points out of first, 22 points out of third. Factory stocks are on deck, should be lining up out there in the turn 2 chute. Meanwhile, Advanced Auto Parts street stocks, lights are out. Going to take it all the way around to turn 4. .225, Jeff Williams setting the pace. Robert Danielson's got to stay there with him. Lights are out. Here we go. Green flag, green light. It's street stock racing presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Williams and Danielson on the front. Danielson didn't look like he really wanted to set a good pace. Robert Danielson was ready to go. But now they're up to full steam. Williams and Danielson racing side by side. Williams and Danielson still running 1-2. Everybody staying together, still within striking distance. The 10 of Brian Hartcrow joining us up here tonight. Takes that inside line. Gets by Robert Danielson. Motors down the back straightaway. Nearly getting past Robert Danielson down the back. Now trying to inch ahead of him, coming out of 3 and 4, and snags second place. Coming out of turn 4, shuffles Danielson back to third. I bet Robert Danielson wasn't expecting that. Brian Hartcrow running a great race in that 10 street stock. Hartcrow taking that inside line, trying to drive less ground than your race leader, Jeff Williams. Right rear flat right there, leaving the track. Jeff Williams coming to us from Bellmead, Texas. I don't think I've said his name this year. I won't say his name in the victory lane if he doesn't hold on. Is Hartcrow going to come up behind him and get past him coming out of turn 2? Williams to fight back. Now he takes the inside line in turn 3 and 4. Williams and Hartcrow putting on a great street stock main event. Hartcrow stays ahead of him down the front straightaway. Danielson still settling in third. Got the best seat in the house for the race that's happening in front of him. Hartcrow now about 2 car lengths ahead down the back straightaway. Shortens up a little bit in the turns. Maybe a blown motor by the 76S, Cody Daniel. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Blown motor potentially as it blew up there in turn 1 area. Coasted around to turn 2 and takes it down to the infield. Well, even though it wasn't a large lead for Brian Hartcrow, definitely doesn't want to see the yellow flag come out and bring the Williams and Danielson car back up behind him.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
We're a racing family that you can trust on and off the track. Here at Hercules Foundation Repair, we are here to help with our free in-home evaluations and personal repair plans. So if you're looking for foundation repair, go online or give us a call to schedule your free inspection.
Follow the factory stocks to wrap up another exciting night. ODS on-demand shirt night at the races. Rolled up green flag, this time by the flag stand. Nathan Lavender, our flag man, letting them know next time by, we're going. Race leader Hartcrow can start anywhere down the back straightaway once that light goes out. On the restarts for our local classes, you don't have to restart down by the pink tire. Let's see where Brian Hartcrow decides to start. Everybody's got to pay attention. There he goes, right at the Browning Auto Parts sign. Green, green, green on the restart. Hartcrow working his way around turn 1 and 2. A masterful job there. Williams not letting him escape. Here comes the 39 of Chase Ellison trying to get back up into the mix as he gets by Robert Danielson. Danielson not having a good evening tonight. Robert Danielson in the 87 kind of off pace. Cars going by him fairly easily. Kind of unusual for that 87 street stock of Danielson. Hartcrow, Williams, and Ellison. Ellison second in points right now. He needs to have a real good run to cut into Trey Votaw. It's a 17-point lead. I mean, one good night's not going to help him out that much, but every night's going to count with the 2 remaining nights of racing here in September 14th, September 28th. Every little bit counts. You never know what can happen in racing. Chase Ellison really running hard in on the Williams car, trying to snag a second place spot down the back straightaway. Ellison taking that inside line, moving Williams a little bit higher than he probably wants to go. Little wobble there in the turn by Williams. He holds his position. Ellison not able to capitalize. A little bit of a contact there. No harm, no foul. Ellison just not able to get by Jeff Williams in that 39 and 225 battle. Ellison sets himself up one more time, coming out of 4 into 1. Ellison goes low, turn 1, lower than possible than Williams can go. Still can't do it though. Williams has a really nice car in that 225. Ellison sets him up again. Ground footage on the left, drone footage on the right. Nice run. Ellison finally able to get by Williams. Does he? Yes, coming out of turn 2. Free and clear. Second place, Williams shuffled back to third. Five to go. Next time by, Brian Hartcrow running nicely out there in the 10. Opened up a huge lead over your new second place driver, Chase Ellison, second in points, second in the race. So the good news when it comes to scoring for the season points race, the points leader, Trey Votaw, is out of the race, left earlier with that flat tire, and Chase Ellison second in points. Could have a nice second place finish and cut a little chunk of steak out of that points lead that Votaw has over him coming into tonight with the 2 races left, September 14th and 28th. Two laps to go, that time by. Nice run. You just can't say anything else about Brian Harcrow. Started third row inside, back in the 5th position. And there's a checkered flag win. Brian Harcrow with the win. Chase Ellison finishing up in second and cutting into that 17-point lead that Trey Votaw had over him coming into tonight, with Votaw not able to finish the race. Nice run there by Harcrow, coming to us out of Waco, Texas. Heidi Bollinger watching from the pit area stands, hoping the Sport Compacts have a great race. College student Bo Bollinger came home to race today. That's car number 42. Well, Heidi, we're real happy for that. Got a college student there. Thank you, Heidi, for the email. Second, third, and fourth cars heading off the track, heading to the tech area, as your main event winner is going to come on down here, hand off that checkered flag after a well-deserved win. And Brian Harcrow is going to park it right down there on the front straightaway, and Cody Alexander is going to do that driver interview.
Well, here he is, race fans. Man, Brian, making it look easy tonight. We'll come over here. Well, I know a lot of excitement, a lot of adrenaline flowing through you right now. What are your thoughts?
I don't even know. We've been at it for 3 years now, working at it. I took about a 20-year break and came back. We had a hard luck this year, motor after motor. Decided about 12 o'clock last night to come race. And, hey, parked her in Victory Lane. I don't know what to say.
Well, I know a lot of times we tell our sponsors, it's that last minute, hey, let's go racing, and, you've got to race in 30 minutes kind of thing. But I know there's a lot of great sponsors probably behind you, and who are those people tonight?
We got Elevate Automotive, which is my shop down in Waco. Good Automotive, real good friend of mine, helps me on the car every week. He's there at the shop. ADS Signs, Knockout Grime. And I got a group. There's Brandon, Corey, Brian. Couldn't do this without my wife and my daughters. Let me go do this crazy stuff. And, we put a lot of work in it, and just been fighting, and then finally got it.
Well, the fight paid off. Now we're going to head on over to Advance Auto Parts Victory Lane, and then you got to go see that tech man. But I know this class, we were a little low on numbers tonight. What do you want to say to some of these people that are out here that may want to start racing?
Hey, come out and race. I guarantee it. I got the smallest motor out here on the track. Just do it. Get out here and come do it. Like I say, I took a 20-year break, probably longer than that. Decided, hey, let's get back in it. We've worked for 3 years, and here we are.
Well, I know it's a lot of fun, so we're excited for you. We want to head on over to Advance Auto Parts Victory Lane. So if you're with Brian, we want to see you over there, and I know these kiddos are hungry for some autographs. Back to you, Milton.
All right, maybe Frisbee coming over the top. Maybe some T-shirts. Let's see how the girls do this time. There you go. Yeah. Nice arm. Thank you to Stephen Whitaker Jr. for supplying those T-shirts, throwing up into the grandstands tonight. Brian does the smart thing. He says, you throw it for me. I don't want to throw that thing.